We are always the loudest fans on planet Earth.
You're watching a game, the place is going nuts, and you're thinking, man, I'd love to go to some of these places.
Oh man, a mission to find the best sports city in America. SportsTown is a brand new YouTube series produced by college friends traveling across the U.S. on their search, and Phoenix is close to the top of their list. I'm so thrilled this morning to be joined by Dan Koob, the creator and host of SportsTown, to talk about this show. Also a fellow Temple Owl. Dan, good morning. Thank you so much for coming on.
Almost like a homecoming of sorts.
There we go. We are so excited for you. I know thousands of views already on your first episode. What has the process been like, and how are people receiving the episode so far?
We've been really overwhelmed by the positive reinforcement from people who are sharing the SportsTown vision just as we saw it. This is a Netflix quality, Amazon Prime quality show, completely and utterly 100% independently financed by the four of us who make it. And you mentioned the origins of the show. Just four friends from Temple University in Philadelphia who have always been obsessed with finding the #1 sports town in America. This idea has been sort of percolating for over a decade, and we just kind of decided a year ago to go for it. So the pilot episode was shot in Lexington, Kentucky, but we are ready and willing to expand that search. Phoenix, as you mentioned, definitely high up on that list. But I'm sort of curious to build a Phoenix episode with you, Simone, because the best sports towns are really an accumulation of a lot of things. It's not only the in-game atmosphere, the in-game experience, and the fan base, but it's also what sort of restaurants do you have? What sort of unique places to stay exist? And then how are you filling that time once you've arrived for a game in your 24, 48, 72 hours in town that's outside of a stadium? So a true sports town really is the accumulation of all those things, and we cannot wait to get out there, hit the road, and find out what this country has in store for us.
Here in Phoenix, we're so lucky we've got the major teams, but we also have these huge events, spring training, the WM Phoenix Open. What are some events that you think would really be amazing to highlight on SportsTown here in Phoenix?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because we actually almost shot the pilot at the Waste Management Open in Phoenix last year in 2023. Now, because of a variety of reasons, we weren't able to do that, and maybe for the best for the Open. If you remember in 23, it was a little bit of a dodgy experience maybe for some folks, but we would love to get out there. I was just watching the weather forecast, and to see 70s and 80s is an absolute dream compared to where I'm sitting right outside of Philadelphia right now. So we would love some warmer weather for sure. But, you know, Phoenix is a really interesting sports town because you guys have so much history. I mean, you think about the Phoenix Suns, obviously a bit of a down year, but, you know, coming from Philadelphia, the Charles Barkley era out there is one of the most important in the NBA's history. But also, you've got the Cardinals out there. You've got a lot of major sports percolating out there. It would be really interesting to get out to Phoenix and kind of get a taste for the local flavor, in addition to all the great sporting events that you guys have.
I was really spoiled. My first baseball season here, the D-backs and the Phillies went head-to-head in the NLCS, and the atmosphere at Chase Field was electric.
Well, I was at Game 7 of the NLCS that year in Philadelphia, and it was not electric in Philadelphia that year, as you could probably imagine being from the Philadelphia region. But yeah, a great D-backs team that year that really came up and surprised a lot of people. You know, I myself, I've never been to Phoenix, so I would be coming in eyes wide open, ready to receive whatever it is that the Phoenix finest has in store for SportsTown out there. But we really do appreciate all of the support. You can watch the show at sportstownshow.com or on our YouTube page, which is also SportsTown Show. We've had almost 25,000 views, which for an independently made show that really just started on social media 6 weeks ago in earnest is a minor miracle. And we're very thankful for the support and the kind words.
And I know that you guys absolutely love each other. You love your mission and what you're doing. When can we check out the next episode? When is that going to drop?
So the next episode, we are in pre-production right now on a Philadelphia-based episode because, of course, obviously. But we all do love each other very much. Rob, Patrick, Rudy, and myself, the four key stakeholders of the show. You know, the show goes because of our friendship, and we hope to continue that throughout the country. So stay tuned for a Philadelphia episode, and then we've got other episodes. The NFL has been great to work with. Maybe see some NFL cities pop up on the SportsTown feed as well. And then we will get out to Phoenix when we can. We'll have to all get an Airbnb together or
Absolutely.
something like that. Talk about
Yes, our partners are the Cardinals, so we'd love to make it happen. Dan,
there we go.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Congratulations on all the success.
Thank you.
All right, nice job.